Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Archeage 101. My name is Jahlon, and I'm the leader of the Paradox Guild on the Sulphira server. So if you're on Sulphira and you need anything, you can go ahead and whisper me or mail me in game. Out of game, you can go to our recently updated website at www.paradoxgaming.net, or you can send me an email at the address below. This is a reminder that Paradox is currently doing a giveaway on the Sulphira server, so like and subscribe and put a comment with your character name from Sulphira for a chance to win. If you can get a friend to comment below your comment with their name, you'll each get one additional entry. Today's topic is specialty currency. One of the most complicated parts about Archeage is the various number of different currencies utilized throughout the game. Many new players get confused because they have no idea what each of the currencies do or what they should be trying to do to get the items they want. Today I'm going to break down all the different currencies that a new player would run into. I want to remind you, this list is not all-inclusive. There are some currencies that I will not be speaking about today because a new player will not run into them for quite some time. So what I'm going to talk about today is Gilda Stars, merit badges, loyalty tokens, Warriors medals, vocation, and honor. As I go through the presentation, all of the slides are going to follow the same three basic principles. I'm going to tell you why you want the currency, I'm going to tell you where to get the currency, and then I'm going to tell you how to spend the currency. A few other things. I also don't want to have to keep repeating which currencies come out of the 5 and 7 boxes when you're doing your daily merit quests. So if you come into game and you cursor over your 5 or your 7, you'll see that you can get merit badges, Gilda Stars, and warrior medals along with some other items. Also, be advised that you're going to hear some quests mentioned several times. Many of the quests in Archeage reward you with more than one type of currency. The first currency we're going to talk about is Gilda Stars. This is probably the most important currency for a new player to start collecting. The reason why is they begin giving you Gilda Stars as a reward from your introductory storyline quests. Gilda Stars are used to purchase land, buildings, vehicle designs, ship designs, stat costumes, and a number of other things. The two most important items, in my opinion, are the Solar Scarecrow and the Lunar Scarecrow Garden, which you can get from the Gilda shop. This allows you to place an additional piece of property at a much lower tax rate. As you can see, there's a great many ways to get Gilda Stars. I've broken this out from early game, middle game, and late game. In the early game, just doing your main storyline quest will generate Gilda Stars. If while you're questing, you pay attention to the priestess at the Nui statues, every day after level 10, she's going to give you a quest that will generate a Gilda Star. Every 5 levels, a new quest becomes available, so if you started the day at 14 and you end up hitting 15 while leveling, go back to the Nui statue and pick up the next quest. Next we have what is known as the Blue Salt Brotherhood quests. In both Astera and Marianople, there are quests that allow you to generate 5 total stars. When you get a little higher level and you have a ship of your own, there's also a quest that gives 3 Gilda Stars for helping a new player cross the ocean to get their first farm. Moving on to your more middle game play. Middle game is when you start to generate Gilda Stars with world bosses. Specifically, the Hounds of Kyrios that spawn after Crimson Rift, and the 2 bosses that spawn after Grimghast Rift. Now it's important to tell the difference. While each of the 2 bosses after the Grimghast Rift are unique, so each can be killed because each generates 3 Gilda Stars, since the Hounds of Kyrios share the same name, you only need to kill 1. Killing the second one will not generate an additional 3 Gilda. Also by middle game, if you have your own clipper or other boat, you can pick up the Abyssal quest, and just for sailing out there, you get a Gilda Star. In the late game, When you probably have your property mapped out, you can pick up quests from advanced houses and upgraded thatched. One of the quickest ways to earn Gilda Stars is by mentoring the lower level dungeons, because you can get 3 Gilda Stars per run, and you can run all 4 dungeons every day. This generates you 12 Gilda Stars on a pretty consistent basis. Finally, we have what's known as the 50k in a proficiency quest. As you can see here, Jahlon has stumbled across a Fortuna vein, but because Jahlon has more than 50k in mining, he has the opportunity to pick up the quest. This quest is going to offer him a Gilda Star or a Sharpwind mine drill, as well as 5 gold. These quests will spawn on bundles, farming and gathering, or on coops, depending on which one of your proficiencies is at 50k. So I've told you why you want Gilda Stars, and I've shown you where to get Gilda Stars, and now it's time to show you how to spend Gilda Stars. So when you go in a game, and you come over here to the marketplace, and you go to Award and Gilda Stars, this is where a large portion of the plans already exist. So you can see those high prices that we talked about earlier in the video. The next topic I want to cover is merit badges. Merit badges are used to purchase specific specialty items, such as the pajama set we spoke about in video 1, or even a fully constructed Predator Longliner. The Predator Longliner is a great boat for new players because it gives them everything they need to be able to go out and go fishing. The method for getting merit badges is pretty simple. You can either get them through achievements or through the daily merit quests. So as we go back into game, and we click on our merit quests, completing any of these quests will reward us with 1 merit badge. On occasion, you will get one that will reward you with more than 1. Also, if you come to the Achievements tab and you look back on things you haven't quite finished, each one of these is worth a merit badge as well. The method for buying items with merit badges is identical to buying them with Gilda Stars. You go into your marketplace, you come up here to Award, and then Merit, and then you can see the items that are for sale. To point out some key items, the Orcanitas Dream Lunastone is an item you will put on your endgame cloak. The Axis Mundi Aegis is an item you need to make your second best cloak. You also see the pajama items as previously talked about. The next item I want to talk about is loyalty tokens. Patrons get 5 loyalty tokens per day just for logging in, and every hour for the first 3 hours they play, they get a various amount. Right now, we are currently in an event that is giving us 3 loyalty tokens per hour. So every day you're getting 14 loyalty tokens if you're a patron. Loyalty tokens are used to purchase labor pots, lucky points, and mounts. A word on loyalty tokens. Carefully consider what you're going to buy. A lot of times people get upset because the item they buy isn't exactly a match to the item that's sold in the cash shop. Specifically, a lot of people recently purchased the Flame hoodie only to find out that the hood doesn't go down. Make sure, since your loyalty tokens are going to be valuable right from the very beginning, make sure that you do some research or ask lots of questions. I've already mentioned how patrons get their loyalty tokens. The rest of the server population can get them from holiday rewards, notably around Christmas or the anniversaries of Archeage North America EU launch, or in compensation packages. Much like the other menus, it's Marketplace, Award, and then you have 2 tabs for loyalty. One is limited, and these items will eventually leave the marketplace, and one is the permanent items. Now there are some things you never want to use loyalty on. Do not use loyalty on tax certs. Just not worth it for the value. Avoid using loyalty for these types of stone. The better bet is to pay gold for them. What I want to point your attention to is back on the first page, the Lucky Sun Points. As we move on with further videos, I'm going to teach people more and more how that they can keep their patron account patroned every month. What I will tell you right now is it revolves around using loyalty tokens to generate cash from a loyalty pool you aren't even using. A lot of people ask why the necklace is called the Halsey neck. The reason why the necklace is commonly called the Halsey neck is because in the beginning of Archeage, we did Halcyon War, but the only item we could spend warrior medals on were the Proven Warrior necklaces. In time, XL Games gave us a few more items to spend our warrior tokens on, specifically the Proven Warrior instruments, the warrior's armor, and the warrior cloaks. The bench for these things is in the Hero Hall or in Halcyona. The next time you're in your Hero Hall, I suggest you stop by just to see what specific item is going to be beneficial to you. The place you get Warriors medals is at the Halcyona War, Miss Marrow, the Alliance support board in your Hero Hall, or by accepting hero calls. The support board looks something like this, and when you click on it, it'll tell you that there's a delivery needed. The items are always in stacks of 100, so today I'd have to decide if I want to give 100 lumber to the delivery man in order to get a box that has 5 to 10 Warriors medals inside of it. A lot of people say that they have a hard time generating enough vocation badges to keep planting their land. Well, I don't doubt that some people may be having this problem. I easily generate 80,000 vocation badges a day. Now the benefit to me is I have 8 members in my family that are all my alts. So when I do the family quests or the specialty house quests or the workstation dailies, it doesn't take me that long to knock all those dailies out. The other things you want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure that you are completing the second quest down, use labor for metalwork, because this gives you 500, and you want to finish new discovery, spend 2,000 labor, because that gives you 1,000. If you come over here to the family tab, once again, you'll see that each of the quests gives a significant number of vocation badges. Finally, to discuss honor. Tons of things in Archeage revolve around honor, and that's because this is a PvP-centric game. In my opinion, you will never have enough honor unless you get ridiculously lucky on gemming all of your gear. As you will see, I've been playing for nearly 3 years, and I don't even have full gems in my items simply because I get breaks and I don't have enough to keep trying to get back to full. Also, the titles for extra attributes. A lot of people ask me why I focused on getting my general title for so long. Well, having the general title at plus 25 to all attributes is really like having another piece of gear on. So you'll be using honor for weapons, armors, enchants, and honor pods. I'm not going to read the list to you on how to get honor points, but I am going to point out just one scenario, and you will see that Luska's is 1200, Base Invasion and Fortress are both 1200. During the double and triple events, if you can make those 3 events, it will really benefit you because getting 3600 honor in one shot is always a great day. To show you one more time, it's in your character sheet and then under honor points, and just like the vocation menu. Just so that the new players are aware, I haven't forgotten such topics as prestige, credits, library items, or leadership. I just feel that those 4 types of currency aren't necessarily what a new player needs to study in the first video on the currencies. And that's it for today. To recap what we talked about, we had a discussion of the specialty currencies. We talked about Gilda Stars, merit badges, loyalty tokens, warriors medals, vocation, and honor. My name is Jahlon. As you know, I'm on the Sulphura server, so you can reach me anytime. You can go to my website at www.paradoxgaming.net, or you can send me an email.